Crazy Facts About Celebrities, Part 1. Russell Brand, born June 4th, 1975 in Grays, England. While shooting for MTV, Russell Brand showed up the day after 9/11 dressed as Osama bin Laden. MTV did not take that lightly and fired him on the spot. Before his rise to fame, he once was a postman. He lost that job as well because he was stealing money from the birthday cards to feed his drug addiction. Apparently, the only reason he wanted that job in the first place was because he was hoping a lonely woman would seduce him. Russell Brand wasn't just known for his drug addiction, he was also a sex addict. Russell was known for sleeping with thousands of women, including Katy Perry. After attending several orgies, he finally decided to go to rehab. Like and follow for Part 2. Crazy Facts About Celebrities, Part 2. Abel Tesfaye, also known as The Weeknd, was born February 16, 1990. The Weeknd smoked weed for the first time at just 11 years old. When he was 17, he decided to drop out of high school and live on the streets of Toronto. Since he wasn't in school and had nothing to do, he found himself downtown at local bars partying with his friends. He spent all of his money on booze and drugs, including ketamine, MDMA, cocaine, and mushrooms. The Weeknd was also nominated for a Kids' Choice Award for a song about him doing cocaine. That's right, the song I Can't Feel My Face was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award. What a baller. Although he had a dark past, he still managed to find his way and get featured on songs with some of the biggest artists in the industry, like Drake. Not to mention, he also dated a supermodel, Bella Hadid, and his net worth is almost $100 million. Like and follow for Part 3. Crazy Facts About Celebrities, Part 3. Austin Post, also known as Post Malone, was born July 4th, 1995 in Syracuse, New York. When he was 9 years old, he moved to Texas with his dad and stepmom because his dad was working for the Dallas Cowboys. In high school, many of his peers recognized his talent early on and voted him most likely to become famous. In the year 2017, Post Malone spent over $40,000 in Postmates deliveries. That year, he was Postmates' biggest customer with a grand total of 660 deliveries in 52 different states. When the world ends, Post Malone's going to be ready. At the end of 2019, Post Malone spent $3 million on a doomsday bunker out in Utah. Like and follow for more, and let me know in the comments who I should do next. Facts About Celebrities, Episode 4. Colson Baker, also known as Machine Gun Kelly, was born April 22, 1990 in Houston, Texas. Machine Gun Kelly's parents were missionaries, so they traveled a lot when he was a kid. He grew up in places like Egypt, Germany, Chicago, and Denver before residing in Cleveland, Ohio. Machine Gun Kelly's first language was not English. When he moved back to the States after traveling with his parents, the first language he spoke was Arabic. Machine Gun Kelly does not have a driver's license. In an interview with GQ, Machine Gun Kelly stated that he got pulled over one day and detained by the cops. The girl that was riding in the passenger seat was also detained in the same cop car as he was. Without any hesitation, Machine Gun Kelly then proceeded to hook up with the girl. I'm sure by now we all know Machine Gun Kelly has a lot of tattoos, but did you know that his whole right nipple is blacked out? Yeah, I didn't either. Like and follow for more, and let me know in the comments who I should do next. Facts About Celebrities, Episode 5. Pete Davidson, born November 16th, 1993 in Staten Island, New York. Pete Davidson is mostly known for his stand-up comedy, but did you know that he started when he was just 16 years old? One night in a bowling alley in Staten Island, Pete's friends dared him to go on stage and tell a few jokes. He hesitated at first, but with a little help from Mary Jane, he got it done and the rest was history. Pete Davidson is a huge Hillary Clinton fan. In several interviews, Pete has made his political views known. During the 2016 presidential campaign, Pete openly supported Hillary Clinton, even went as far as describing her as his hero. But that's not all. Pete took it a little step further and got a tattoo of her face on his leg. Remember when Pete used to date Ariana Grande? Well, prior to breakup, Ariana went on Twitter and stated that Pete had a 10-inch penis. In Pete's Netflix special, he said that he did not like that tweet because it's setting up girls in the future for disappointment. Like and follow for more, and let me know in the comments who I should do next. Crazy Facts About Celebrities, Episode 6. Cardi B. She was born October 11th, 1992 in Manhattan, New York. When she was just a kid, she saw a man get shot in the head in the middle of the streets. A few years later, she joined the Bloods. The first job she ever had was working in an Amish market. After her boss fired her, he told her to go across the street to New York Dolls and become a stripper. That's a hell of a promotion. After gaining some experience as a stripper, she decided to step up her game and get illegal ass injections. When asked if she was scared if she was gonna die, she said, "I'll take my chances. I like those odds." When Cardi's mom found out how she was making her money, she congratulated her by throwing her down a flight of stairs. While filming the music video for her hit Bodak Yellow, she was attacked by a cheetah. Again, high risk, high reward. Crazy Facts About Celebrities, Episode 7. Eazy-E. He was born September 7th, 1964 in Compton, California. When he was just 12 years old, he messed around and lost his V card. The The very next year, he had his debut on the streets and started selling drugs. Most drug dealers from Compton came from a broken family, but not him. His dad was a postal worker and his mom was a school administrator, but he was making so much money selling drugs that when he decided to drop out, his parents fully supported him. By the time he was 22 years old, he had an estimated net worth of $250,000. But he wasn't just hustling in the streets, he was also hustling in the sheets. He fathered 7 children with 6 different women and paid each child $50,000 every single month. Who knew he was such a giver? When he passed away in 1995 after contracting AIDS, they buried him in a golden casket. And instead of a suit, he was wearing jeans and a flannel and a Compton hat. Gotta represent. Insane Facts About Celebrities, Episode 8, Elon Musk. He was born June 28, 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. When he was in college, he started his own nightclub outside of his house just to pay rent. Instead of partying, he'd lock himself in his room and play video games. Elon don't trust these hoes. He invested $100 million into SpaceX, one of the largest private producers of rocket motors. Unfortunately, his biggest idol, Neil Armstrong, didn't support his company and even criticized him for it. And when Elon found out the bad news, he nearly shed a tear. What's your problem, Neil? Elon has 7 children, none of which that go to a regular school. He said the schools aren't teaching his kids what they need to know, so he said fuck it and built them their own school. Insane Facts About Celebrities, Episode 9, Dan Bilzerian. He was born December 7th, 1980 in Tampa, Florida. He grew up in an 11-bedroom mansion that overlooked a lake. It had a basketball court, 2 swimming pools, and a batting cage, and it was also half the size of the Buckingham Palace. When he was 25, he had 2 heart attacks from an overdose on Viagra. While staying in the hospital, he had sex with his girlfriend and smoked a joint. This man does what he wants. He broke his personal record and had sex 9 times in one day with 5 different women. He's came a long way since the 8th grade when he lost his V-card to a hooker in Mexico. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Insane Facts About Celebrities, Episode 10, James Franco. He was born April 19th, 1978 in Palo Alto, California. He was a late bloomer when it came to puberty, always wondering why he never had hair under his arms when he was growing up. He later concluded that it was because he was doing too much masturbation. This guy's got a lot on his mind. After his freshman year in college, he decided to drop out and started working at McDonald's. Most people hate their part-time jobs, but not him. He wrote an essay for the Washington Post titled, "McDonald's was there for me when no one else was." Deep words from a deep man. In 2014, James Franco quit Instagram for good. He said he felt like people would only see him for his online persona. It was later discovered that he had an endorsement deal with the brand Gucci, and they didn't approve of his bizarre post. Gucci said not to do it again, so he said deuces.